Hello and welcome everyone to episode 5 of the Why Forward, where we help brave founders build a dangerously ambitious but world changing startup brand. So, here we give out tips and tricks and frameworks on how to turn your customers into an army of loyal advocates, launch offers so good that they'll feel stupid about saying no, and create content that captures not only views but also hearts and minds. And our topic for today is about the brutal truth about being the hero in your business. So, right now, I want you to think about your business. I want you to think about your startup, your brand, and think about it as a story. Who are you in the story of your business? So, if you think that you as a business owner is the hero of the business, then send me a heart if you think it's a yes. And then send me a thumbs down if it's a no. Just think about it. Was Steve Jobs the hero in Apple? Was Elon Musk the hero in Tesla? Was is uh, Jeff Bezos the hero in Amazon? Let me know. What do you think? Send me a heart if you think so. Send me a thumbs down if it's not. Because as of now, I will tell you the truth. The brutal truth is that you, as a business owner, is not the hero of your business. And let me explain why. Um, in when you try to let's try to see it in the perspective of the customer. When you, as a customer, uh, are being presented or being tried to sold, you're being there's a salesman who's trying to sell you something, and they keep telling about how great they are, how they're the best, how their product is something that you need or something, or any type of hard selling. Do you think you would be convinced? Do you think you would be um, much more inclined or much more open to listen to what they have to say? Think about it. If they are the hero in your story, would you like that as a customer? No, right? That's why customers, as much as uh, we try to be the hero of our own business, our customers are the heroes because they're always trying to find the best for them. They're trying to uh, make their story as awesome as possible. And they try to see if your product, if your brand can help them become the hero in their own story. And I'm going to teach you a framework today, which is very effective in brand messaging and even in content creation, which Donald Miller created, which is the story brand script. So it is so effective because it uses one of the greatest and most effective types of content, even before the internet was born, even before books was even invented. And that type of content is stories. So stories have been ingrained into our DNA and into our own culture and society, that when we hear a really good story, we really pay attention to it and really engage with it. So right now, I'm going to explain to you what are the elements of a good story and how to use a story brand to create your brand messaging and content when you're trying to distribute it to your target market and engage them and retain them so that they would be more inclined to buy your products or your services um, without any complaints. So let's start. The first element of the story brand is the hero. So what does the hero want? What do they desire? What do they need? So does your offer relate to something that would improve their health, their wealth, or their relationships? Because those three are the big categories when it comes to our desires. Everyone wants to be healthy. Everyone wants to live long. And then for wealth, everybody wants to be rich. Everybody wants to have a house, have their dream car, have their dream vacation. And for relationships, everybody wants to spend a lifetime with someone they love, with their family, and with friends, right? So if your offer or if your content addresses all these three, or at least one of these elements of the hero, then you're one step further to engaging your audience. And then the second one is the villain. The villain is not necessarily a person, but just like the hero, it's more on about the problems of the hero. So there are three types of problems: the internal, the external, and philosophical problems. So let's go first with the external problems. These are problems that they can't control, they have minimal control over, like maybe they have less leads, less money, they have a certain type of need that only can be satisfied by external factors or something like that. And then internal problems are within their control. It could be limiting beliefs, false beliefs, like maybe imposter syndrome and all those type of stuff that they can actually control. The next one is philosophical problems. These are problems that are larger than who they are. These are social advocacies, like maybe social causes, environmental advocacy, uh, social equality, or something like that. So try to find out what the problems of your hero are. Try to see what stops them from getting their desires, their dreams, their goals, and address them in your content or in your brand messaging. So that's the villain. The next part is where you as a business owner comes in. This is where you position yourself. This is how you show that you're the one that could help them. You're the best one that could help them right now. And that is through showing empathy plus authority. Show empathy by understanding their situation and addressing their problems, telling them a story of how you also experience that type of struggle that they're experiencing right now, and also share the authority that you have. Show them your expertise, how you found the solution, how the solution that you created will be able to help them solve the problem that they have right now. That's how you position yourself as the guide. You're the wizard now to their hero. You're like Gandalf to Frodo, or Yoda to Luke Skywalker, or something like that. So this is who you are in their story. You're the guide, and there's nothing wrong with that. And then the next part is the plan, the blueprint, the weapon. How will you help them achieve their goals? What assets do you need so that you can uh, execute the solution that you were talking about earlier? So it could be a three-step plan, like showing them how easy it is to work with you, how easy it is that your product can help them, or your solution can help them achieve their goals. What assets do they need, and what assets do you need for them to be successful? Just show them how you do it. Just show them the process, the plan, the blueprint, or whatever it is called, so that they would know that this is the bridge between uh, the problem that they have right now and it being solved in the future. And then the next one is the call to action. So this is where you invite them to either take action. This is the blue pill versus the red pill in the matrix. So are they in or out of the solution that you want them to take? And there are two types of call to actions. There's the direct call to action, and then there's the transitional call to action. The difference is the direct call to action is really direct to the offer, like straightforward. This is what you can get, take it or leave it. That's the direct call to action. It's either buy now, or get this, sign up now, or something like that. The transitional call to action though is A call to action directed to people who are not yet ready to take action. So it could be learn more about this. That could be a call to action. Uh, Learn about us or something like that. So the transitional leads them to more information, more content that will eventually make them take action or press that direct call to action for them to either buy or be part of your community or anything that will make them a potential customer of your brand or business. And then the next ones are, I think, the most important when it comes to the story brand. And those are success, failure, and then I think it's not here, but these two, the success and failure, all compound to the transformation. So that's what I like to add, the transformation. The first one, success, you describe in your content or in your messaging the success that would happen for them if they were able to apply the product, the solution that you were able to give them. What would it look like? Would their dreams come true? Will everything that they've worked hard for be worth it? Show them that success in the future that would likely happen if they apply the solution or use the product that you have for them. And then lastly, the failure. What would failure look like for them? If they don't take action now, if they continue to ignore the problem, if they continue to ignore the villain, what is the worst that could happen to them? Maybe they will stay the same for uh, until they get old and full of regret. It could be like them failing in a very big way or anything like that. Show them what success and what failure would look like for them in your content or in your brand messaging. And having all those elements from hero to villain to guide, call to action to plan, and then your success and failure images or imagery, you now have your story brand. You now have the building blocks for you to create content that engages them, that attracts their attention, and eventually capture their hearts and their minds towards your product, towards your business, towards your brand, towards your services. So here are some combinations you can create when you're trying to craft content or craft messaging for your brand. So as I said earlier, the story brand is like a building block. I mean, a series or a combination of blocks. This you will use this as building blocks for you to create your content. So you could maybe use hero plus CTA plus guide plus success and then another CTA, or maybe you focus on the problem, so villain CTA, and then you show them the plan and then show them what would happen if they fail plus the CTA, the final CTA. It could be direct or transitional, or it could be the guide plus the plan plus CTA, success plus failure, and then another CTA, or it could be hero plus villain plus CTA plus success plus failure and then CTA. Or you could just include everything. I actually use the story brand when I create landing pages or even websites, especially on the About Us section of a website. The story brand really helps because you can then create a very captivating story to really uh, capture the hearts and minds of your audience. And also, sometimes when creating video scripts or community posts, you can use the story brand so that you can engage your audience and really drive uh, on their attention so that you will get eyes on your content and on your brand also. So those are some of the free content combinations that you can use when creating content using the story brand framework. And yeah, something that I want to leave here that Donald Miller said for all the business owners and startup founders, especially the new startup founders or business owners, never assume people understand how your brand can change their lives. tell them and tell them through the story brand. That's it. So let's go to our open forum. You guys have any questions as of right now about how to use a story brand, how you can apply it to your uh, content, to your work, to your brand, or to your messaging? Let me know in the comments below so that we can address them. And while waiting um, for your questions, I have something for you guys that you can use for free: the Ultimate Business Idea Launch Workbook. Using the growth mindset program we have prepared for that will help you that will help founders build a sustainable, profitable business and make your mark in the industry. It can also help you make a name for yourself and be known as one of the leaders in the space, and turn your vision into a reality and create something bigger, better, and bolder than you've ever imagined. This workbook has really helped me and some of the other people that has used this workbook really dial into the market that they really want to serve, what products or offers they want to build, and the messaging, the basic foundational messaging that they use to create for all their content that they distribute among their social channels. So that's it. If you guys want to grab this workbook here, just scan the QR code or click the link in the comments below, which will be sent here in a while, so that you can grab the workbook, which will help you really turn those customers or turn your audience into loyal advocates of your brand. Again, so I am seeing no questions right now. So I guess you really understood the use and the potential of the story brand framework that I'm teaching you right now. All thanks to Donald Miller. Shout out to him because this really helped me in my journey as a freelancer, as a business owner, as an entrepreneur, and as a founder also of my own startup. So yeah, thanks to Donald Miller. And if you want to check out some of the other episodes that we had before this, because this is the fifth episode, you can check us out at Apple Podcasts and Spotify Podcast, and also check my profile for all the live stream videos that's recorded. And yeah, I guess that's it. And you can also find us on YouTube. Just search for Dave Isikel, and you will find the videos there, live videos, also live stream. And I guess that's it. Thank you so much for viewing, guys, and have a good day. Goodbye.